We started the process in 2012, and actually our first placement was February of 2013, so about 6 to 7 years is how long we've been fostering.
I always thought that if we end up adopting, it would kind of take us out of fostering, and I really thought our mission was to foster.
We were definitely nervous about how it was going to affect our family.
We've been going to church for quite a while, and we were getting convicted that really we needed to more fully give our lives over to what Jesus' mission was for us. And so we really began to kind of search and look for what our mission was.
2 years later, I'd say, probably.
Yeah, probably so.
It was quite a process, of conviction and like, no, it's too hard.
So she came to me several times and said, I think this is what God is calling us to do. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. We had a family, we had it kind of set, I didn't want to change it. That I was on the way back to work one day, I found an abandoned child. He was about 4. And so he's about 4 years old. He was kind of abandoned by the side of the road, and I stopped, and his mom had let him off. He said, my mom let me off right here. And my heart broke, and I never looked back after that.
Well, we got a call from Brian from Meadows of Hope, and he said, we have this baby who we're needing to find a placement for, and he is 3 months old and has medical issues, like he's going to be high care. And we decided, yes, that I think we can do this. We went to the hospital to meet him. There's no looking back at that point. We were pretty smitten right away. And so we had several months to talk about, are we going to be able to take the sibling? Are we going to be able to do this? 2 babies, within 10 months apart. We went to pick up the little baby sibling brother, and he was teeny weeny, like 4 pounds, and ended up having feeding tube and all these things. So that one really kind of made us a little nervous, but we got through it, and again we fell head over heels for him right away too. So
To a brother.
We wanted the end result to be reunification with the parents. There's always this tension and turmoil in the background when you're like, okay, these kids, we've become so very attached to them and we want the best for them, and to know that they may not come stay with us. They may go to family, they may go to another adoptive family. There's always that fear of what's going to happen with these kids. And we found out that the parents wanted to relinquish their rights and that they wanted us to adopt them. And so then, we were like blown away, like grateful that the parents had decided that, because it was really the best situation for the kids.
The day in court where the parents relinquished, there's just a lot of pain and brokenness and that kind of thing, and that was very difficult because it was hard for them to do, and it was hard for us to hear. We all had to take the stand and talk through our open agreement and all that kind of thing, and it was a hard day.
There's lots of things to be joyful about as far as looking ahead and adopting them. We look forward to helping them grow and develop and just to become the people that God wants them to be.
I'd love to see our kids interact with the boys, the babies. They just love them, and they take care of them and they play with them, and it's really great just to see how our kids react and interact with them. So that's what I find. I think probably most joyful is just to see that.
Yay! Is that fun? Yay, Walter!
Before we started, I always had this unease. Like I wasn't exactly doing what I knew I should be, and so once we started fostering, that just went away.
We would definitely encourage people to consider fostering an adoption. It's not an easy thing to even consider, let alone actually do. Even though it is extremely difficult at times, it's right where God has us, and we've had an incredible experience and no regrets in fostering at all.
Mr. Egleston, I have a verified petition for adoption that you and your wife have filed to adopt these 2 children. Do you recall signing that petition?
I do.
And so you do wish for the court to make your adoption final, believe it's in the best interest of the
Yes.
children.
Yes.
The court is going to approve that final decree of adoption. I'll make all the necessary findings in a court minute, but also I've reviewed the final decree of adoption. It appears to contain all the necessary language, and so the court is adopting that, affixing its signature. At this time, Mr. and Miss Egleston, the court would like to congratulate both of you at this time. You have a really good looking family. These are a little more personal than in person.